everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hope everybody's doing well. And today we're talking about more lighthearted topic about manifesting and what we are going to manifest for our own personal journey and our own personal things that we want in this universe. And you know, if you want to do this exercise with us, you could and just grab a piece of paper, draw or write down what you want, or print out something that you want, cut it out, post it on a piece of paper, cardboard, whatever, or just, put it in a magazine and cut out what you want to, you know. So we all trying to manifest everything that what we want in our life that is we seek for and that we really value for.
Yeah, we're going to be doing our own interpretation of a vision board. So, whatever we have handy, we're going to use that as a manifesting tool. So, I'm
Yeah.
going to be drawing and I'm going to be using this magazine that I got as a free subscription, and I never actually read it. So,
I'm going to be using white piece of blank paper. It's just a print of paper. And I printed out some images from online, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
yeah, I have this magazine and it literally has never been opened. So, time to make use of
Yeah.
this magazine right now and see.
Yeah. So what are you manifesting this in your life? What are you desiring for the universe to, you know, to give you, I guess, that we're trying to manifest our life in the long run?
This magazine already has, like, you can tell it has like a lot of really cool like images and a lot of really cool like stuff you can use. I'm definitely manifesting like health and abundance. And I just feel like I'm gonna find a lot of really, like, I want to cut out everything and like put it on, but that would take up the whole wall.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a delicious plate of healthy food, like manifesting health, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely manifesting health and abundance. And I also want to find like my forever home. I'm not sure exactly where that is, so I'm going to use this as a tool and
Mhm.
see what comes out of the vision board, because I'm not sure what I'm going to see.
Right.
So what about you?
For me, I want to manifest abundance. So I uh abundance, that with, not just money, but with health, you know. But I am gonna manifest abundance, which is money as well, into my life. Um, I don't have a specific amount, so I'm just grateful if even if I get like, $200, I'm grateful, $100,000, I'm grateful, $1 million, I'm grateful, no matter how much amount in the universe. I'm really grateful. I just want to, you know, um, abundance is and health, like you said, eating healthy, have good health insurance. In my long run, like, I really want to manifest like a yacht and a private jet, um, because I love to travel with my family and friends. And I don't wish to keep paying high prices of, plane tickets and cruise tickets, so one way to do that is manifesting a private jet and yacht that I can fly around with my family and friends and just have a good time, and we can get everybody together as a reunion. So it's not like you're just traveling alone, like all the time.
That I want. I think I'm
Mhm.
going to put this one in there, even though it's going to take up most of the page that I have, because this actually does represent abundance for me. So I
Yeah,
think I'm going to cut this one out. And there's a lot of nature all around us. There's like so much abundance in nature, and we forget about that
right.
because we're in this, you know, like poverty mindset, we're in this lack mindset. So maybe I'll just start with these flowers and then work my way out and see. Like I said, it's definitely going to take up a lot, which is fine because
Yeah. You can
it's
just
really pretty
even,
too.
you can even rip out the page and then cut around it. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I did. I ripped up the whole page and now I'm just going to cut around the.
Yeah, it just give people an idea, you know, like if you see what you want, just cut around it, you know, things like that. So it's easier. Or you could just take the whole page and then if you have a big like poster board, you know, you could just post it. Or if you want to put it on your wall, if you have your own house, you know, you want to decorate your wall, like backgrounds and stuff, that's perfectly fine too. Like you know, however you want to decorate your house or your place is your judgment call, you know? So,
Yeah, I actually wanted to use a poster board. I was going to go to my local Dollar Tree, but then I forgot when I was there. And for like the first time, or maybe second time, I walked out of the Dollar Tree empty handed, like, wait, why am I here again? And then I just walked out.
oh, yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, I didn't want to drive out and just go get a poster board for like $2, $3. You know what I mean? So I've just decided to why use a white paper or any paper, you know, and just write down your goal or what you want. You know, like for example, I'm going to write down health, um, and love, joy, and you know, there's just some that what I could write down, and that's perfectly fine too. Because when you manifest, it's not about pictures, it's not about words, it's your intention. You know what I mean? What your intention is to manifest in this world. You know, you got to have that intention. Says, I'd be like, my intention to manifest love, you know, from my family, friends, and finding love, you know, a guy with a good heart that could be trusted. And then you can write down physical appearances, like down to a detail of the eye colors, things like that, you know. It's all what you personally want in this world. That's what we call a vision board, really.
It's good because it's a reminder when you look at it every day to remind yourself of what you're manifesting and what your goals are. So it's just a visual representation of the things that you're manifesting. So it's kind of like how people stare at their phone 24/7. So they're reminding themselves of different things. They're not always good though, but needless to say, it is a reminder, even if it's just like kind of like mindlessly swiping through Facebook and things like that. But now instead, you're kind of like reprogramming your subconscious for things that you actually want and goals that you're setting,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
more productive, you know?
Yeah. And what is some of the things or, you know, that you already have manifest in your life that you want to share with our audience?
That's a very professional sounding question. Um, that was interesting. Yeah, so I think the best thing that I've manifested is probably like the stability that I have now that I'm comfortable, like I feel like I'm ready to like move on to the next phase. Now
Mhm.
that I have a place where I'm like, you know, like settled, I feel more comfortable to be like, okay, I'm just leaving because I'm ready to leave, as opposed to just like this kind of fleeing thing that people do, which
Yeah.
is, you know, it's where you're at. But like I think in me moving to the next phase and moving into the next place that I'm going to live, it's not like a state of like fleeing. It's just like, oh, okay, I'm ready. I've accomplished what I want to accomplish, and you know, I feel comfortable in my home. There's always like issues any place that you live, especially if you're roommates, but this is definitely like the most comfortable it's been. And I'm very grateful. We have like a backyard that
Mhm.
I'm trying to use more now that the weather is getting warmer. So when I wanted a new place, I definitely wanted a place with a backyard, and I was able to manifest that. And this new job, I wrote it down in my goals, and I ended up getting the job pretty pretty quickly after that, around the same time.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, I think the next step for me is probably just my like forever home. Like
Right.
even if it's just like knowing exactly like where I want to live, and then just finding a way to have a home in
Yeah.
that area, you
I
know?
mean, right. You're moving on up, per se, in this life, and you manifest what you wanted already. You want a backyard and a good job and things that you already have done. Now you're just going to the next level. You know what I mean? So that's great. And like for me is, I manifested um living where I want to be living, and the life I want and imagine. Um I've been manifesting a house for a while, and um I'm really lucky and really thankful for the universe for giving me what I'm asking for. Um, and yeah, so I manifest a new home here in Southern California zone. Not an older home, not, we got to do a fixer upper kind of deal. Manifest to build a brand new home for the lot less we wanted. So that's a very, really good blessing. Um, I'm thankful for my family, for you, for all my friends that has, helped us look and pray, and even my agent. Um, Two of my real estate agent have worked tirelessly show us homes. My parents, the homes, me, the homes, and all the homes that we look was good, but wasn't good enough. It's not exactly what we all wanted. There's some things that we want, something that we didn't want. And each time we come closer and closer and closer, and I can't tell you how much time or energy we spent, all of us, but at the end, it pays off. If you're willing to wait, if you're willing, having patience to say, you know what, I'm not going to budge. I am not going to be like, okay, this is okay, but this is not exactly what I want. And my realtors, and my, you know, brother and parents and everybody else says, a house is a big purchase. So you want to make sure 100 or 1,000% you want that home. You know what I mean? Even it's 85%. I have seen a home that I love, but I love 100%. I love maybe 85%. And then, my realtor, my brother, and that, like, they asked me, are you 100% on this? I says, not exactly. If it's not, we'll wait. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful that I did, because we ended up getting a brand new home. And I'm so thankful for the universe, because nowadays, I don't know where you are or other people are. The homes that we wanted, it's by lottery. And they only built 25 homes per year. So we were the last one, the 25th, to get a new home. And you know what I mean? I could not be more thankful for that. So that more of
Yeah,
this.
it was huge. It's huge, you know, because you were talking about that all year on even before the start of this year. And like right when you felt like you wanted to give up, there it was, you know, and kind of how it works sometimes, where like you feel like you want to give up, and then maybe you throw in the towel and you're like 1 inch away from everything that you want, 1 centimeter away. And
Yeah.
it's really about consistency. A lot of things you just have to put in those hours
Yeah.
for what it is that you want in your life. So I
Exactly.
think it's awesome.
Right.
It's awesome.
I mean, you know how stressed I was. I was, like you said, about throwing the towel and be like, buy a home that I'm don't exactly love, like maybe 85% at top.
Right.
So, but you know what? Like you kept saying, just wait, you'll find that home. And you're totally right. And you manifest that for me actually, because you kept saying, just wait, you'll get the dream home you wanted and everything, and come to think of it, you're right. And you says to me, next time I come visit you, I'm gonna come to your new house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kept
Yeah.
affirming that for me, so I don't feel like I'm doing this alone. So, and I got you, like I said, I've got my family, my realtors behind my back. And that's the most important thing is sometimes when you try to manifest something like big as a house, you need support. You can't just do it all. You need support. So support is a very big help with the universe, because if you got support, then everybody trying to put that energy for you too and what's the best for you.
I think that um I knew, and I told you that like all your hard work is going to pay off, and all your hard work is not in vain. And even though
Mhm.
it feels like, oh, what is the purpose of all this? Like, what is this? I mean, what is happening? The housing market is bad, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
when you
so
constantly
I was just like, there's just no way that all this hard work is not gonna pay off.
right.
And we supported each other, and I really am so excited for you that you have like no stress about this house anymore, and you can just truly like live into that future. So I
Yeah,
think it's really exciting.
yeah, I mean, because like I say, same with you, like I support you in every endeavor, job hunting, and I was so happy when you got the job. Not the ideal job, but a job that you semi want to work in home, and not have to worry about traveling from trains to, buses during this difficult COVID times. So I'm really happy that you gotten the job that you wanted for now. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping that this job is going to help me know exactly, what I want to do in my career. Do I want to like start a business? Do I want to, um, keep furthering and keep working my way up? Those are like the questions that I still don't quite have the answers to. And I'm hoping that with a little more like time for myself, a little more reflection, a little more just, I hope y'all don't hear that, but I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
you
that's
do.
that's having a roommate and owning a pet, you'll get that, but that's okay, because then we're doing it live.
We are doing it live, and that's what they do. That's what my
Yep.
roommate's dogs do. But yeah, I'm also incorporating this globe because I'm gonna be traveling a lot more,
Mhm.
and we're already planning a trip to um different areas in like South America and Mexico, and my friends are already like planning that trip. And it's, I mean, I've barely been outside of the country, so I'm super excited. And I'm finally replacing my passport. And so this is another thing I'm going to add to my vision board.
Mhm.
I don't even have like I have double-sided tape. I'm pretty sure I have regular tape, but I'm like, do I even have glue to glue these on? That's more like a part two. That might be like for part two.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't have to
but
glue it in. You could just show us through the screen, like we already
yeah, I don't think I'll
know.
be able to. I do have, yeah, I do have tape maybe, but I think for now it's okay to just put them on with that intention until I can glue
Yeah,
it on.
exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just honestly kind of excited. Like before, I was just really anxious, and of course, I still have anxiety about like the future. That's just part of being human.
Right.
But I feel like I'm facing things more head on, and and then I also watched this video recently where a lot of people are trying to let go of the past without actually doing the work to process all
Hmm.
the emotions and all the shadow work and all the things that like come up when you're dealing with the past and trying to understand what happened and all those heavy feelings, and you just want to let go. You just want to let go. You want to skip all that stuff, all the hard work, all the processing, and just get to the good part of letting go.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you think you've let go of the past. But what you've actually done is just fast forwarded, and you didn't really get to the conclusion because you skipped everything and all the work that needs to be done. So I think just kind of being able to sit in those feelings and try to work through them, that's what I'm like trying to work on now, so that like when I go to the next place, I'm not just like carrying whatever baggage,
Yeah.
into the next place I live, into the next relationship. Because I'm manifesting like a loving relationship as well, even though I don't have a photo for that right now.
Yeah, I'm also manifesting a good relationship. I don't have a photo of that right now, but I am gonna write down few of the qualities that I desire and looking for, like certain type, like be honest, and the guy will treat me, you know, like they treat me like their mom, you know what I mean? Like that's most important thing is how they treat their mom and dad. You know what I mean? Or servers. I've heard if you go to a restaurant with a date, no matter what, like see how they treat you. Or and then see how they treat the servers. Because if they treat the server like crappy and yelling, that's potentially what they're gonna do to you. You can kind of see their personality and traits. So that could kind of judge if it's the person's right for you or not. And, I mean, that's what I've heard a lot of people have told me is look at how they treat the server if you do go out on a date with another person.
Yeah. Um, I think it's also like, what is the relationship with your mom? What is the relationship with your sister?
Yeah,
Because if they have a bad relationship with the women in their life and their family, it's not usually a good sign. It's just not. So it's kind of like a red flag, honestly. So it's just something that you can like be aware of, and you have to, if you're really looking for something significant and meaningful, you're gonna have to ask some of those uncomfortable or tough questions, which I didn't usually ask, like when I was doing online dating a while ago. And I'm really glad that I took time for myself to kind of remove myself from that scene, because it was very toxic for me and a lot of people I know.
right.
So
Yeah,
I'm really glad that I kind of took myself out of that to just gain some perspective and be like,
yeah.
is it?
I agree. You got to ask the tough questions. For me, I asked very tough questions the first date or two, you know what I mean? Or the first outing. I had this guy that were interested in me and told me I was cute. For whatever reason, I don't usually give them my number or they, but this guy gave me his number and I somehow just, for no thinking, just texted him. I mean, of course, there's got to be a chemistry, but there might be a little chemistry here or there. But the moral story is I asked, what kind of relationship is he looking for? And
Mhm.
that on, I know that'd be quick, but for me, I'd rather know the first two dates or his first outing or two. So I'm not wasting my time. He's not wasting his time or their time, whatever. You know what I mean? I've always asked, what are you looking for a relationship? You know, if you're looking a long term, short term, kind of fuck boy, fuck girl kind of type, no, then I don't want those. And, you know, and things like that. So that's kind of my go-to is I've asked those kind of questions right away because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste his time or their time.
I ask those questions right away too. It's kind of normal also in the online dating scene, but like sometimes they give you these weird vague answers when you're like, oh, are you looking for a relationship? Well, I'm looking for someone who can hang out with me in my living room and stuff. Like, I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean? But it's honestly been pretty good to just not have to kind of engage in like all the small talk and all the like kind of shallowness that goes along with the online dating scene. For me, it was like very, very toxic, and the type of men I was meeting were not at all in any capacity what I was looking for. So, and now that people are actually socializing again and actually meeting new people again, it's like, okay, now I get to decide where I'm going to meet new people. Is it going to be in like a yoga class? Is it going to be in like a meditation group or whatever, as opposed to just weeding through, you know, undesirables, basically weeding through all these undesirables. So it's, as much as it can be a bit lonely, I think it's also okay because I do recall feeling lonely when I went on those online dates. And I like being like alone more now and just understanding like how can I enjoy my own time. I should be able to enjoy my own time because I'm meeting someone that is going to enjoy their own time too. I don't want to meet someone who's like super codependent
Yeah.
and someone who's super like, waiting for me to make them happy, and that kind of codependent relationship is just not, it's not healthy. I've experienced it in the past. It's not for me.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I'm looking for like a guy who's mature and, make their own decision. Like, doesn't have to wait for me, like, oh, what's your decision? You know what I mean? Like, in a relationship should be balanced. You should have your own time, and the person doesn't get jealous of if you do go out with, a friend or two that is the opposite sex or, whatever, or same sex, whatever, and things like that. So trust is another big one for me. So
Yeah, trust and communication are just like core. They were like core values for a relationship.
yeah. So, that's that. But like I said, I want to manifest traveling the world. That's why I have a globe background. And I would love to travel with my friends, my family, all across the world and just have fun and, manifest the next step of my life into the unknown. And I'm grateful for wherever the universe brings me.
Yeah, I these aren't gonna stay on. I'm gonna try to show it though. This is like the what it looks like now before I glue things on and write more stuff. But I'm gonna have to write more stuff on here. But yoinks.
Well, that looks good so far,
So far, oh, it's falling off.
but that's
Oh, it's
okay.
all falling off. But yeah, I'm trying to just take radical action. This year is the year for radical action and not playing small. I always play small,
Yeah.
and I have like so much that I want to do and so much potential, and I don't want to waste it. So gotta take those actions. Gotta be more brave.
Yeah, step in
I
our
hope you
game.
guys even saw. Well, I'm just gonna show the little cutouts because
Yeah.
They won't stay on the paper right now because I need to glue 'em and
Yeah.
tape them.
So, like I said, I'm stepping on my game to manifest a yacht and a plane so I can travel with people that I love and that we all don't have to pay crazy, airfare or cruise and be surrounded with strangers. I want to just intimate family and friends and be able to have fun the rest of our lives and cherish those moments. And I would also like to manifest abundance, you know, um, and quickly paying off my mortgage and things like that. So I have more enjoyment with people around me, you know? So,
Nice. Yep, I'm gonna be manifesting just traveling the world and losing weight and just feeling really great in my body, feeling healthier, feeling lighter, more confident,
mhm.
and getting into nature more and just being a part of that abundance and seeing it and understanding that we're not in a state of lack, even though that's kind of what's being told to us every day.
Yeah, and that's going to be throwing out our subconscious mind is we're not lacking anything. There's no lack in my vocabulary.
There's no lack in the universe, but there is plenty of it when you watch TV and
Yeah.
you turn on the news. But in the universe, there is no lack. There's like an endless abundance.
Limitless abundance, and we just wish everybody love, joy, happiness, and sending our loves to the universe, to the world. May those people who are struggling at the moment, and may you guys find peace and joy in the coming future.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Like
We'll
and
see you
subscribe.
soon.